Mike ISRAETEL is a deep state system SHILL, and he's one of these SHILL influencers that got put up to counter me that's doing a copycat counterfeit, where he's a deep state puppet and his job is to be similar to me. Oh, Mike is an intellectual, a high IQ person who's also masculine, above baseline, both high IQ and more masculine baseline. We need somebody to be similar to Mike ISRAETEL. That's how important and powerful that I am, that the system has to make a copies of me, clones, you could say. Mike Israel is one of these people that his job is to be like a counterfeit of me, only work for the system. Now, besides that point, if accepted or not, Mike Israel is a deep state puppet. And I've told you for years that the deep state have got the mass eating high sugar diet. They want the masses weak. How does he feel for the deep state? It's a deep state agenda, which I've taught that the deep state want the masses eating a high sugar diet is by design in the deep state. Have gotten the mass eating high sugar diet. The reason the average person matrix system slave is still the way that they are is because it's by design. The deep state want the masses live like this, that's why the masses live like that. Eat a high sugar diet, remain ignorant to the truth of vitamin C and megadosing. They're not taking sufficient types and amounts of supplements because the deep state want the masses weak, easy to control, and to make them weak and easy to control, you need a high sugar diet, with the multivitamin C, so on and so forth. So sugar is a poison, it's a drug, and I've seen a lot of deep state shells, more or less sadly, promoting sugar because it something makes it easy to control. Mike Israel has made videos. Sugar is bad for you. Bullshit. It's not bad for you. Sugar is not that bad for you because it's work for the deep state to want eating sugar. Simple. There's also maybe just about chemical sweeteners. Another thing I've been telling people about more about that are bad for you. Sugar is bad, chemical sweets are bad. Chemical sweets are not bad for you. So Mike Israel is a system shell. It's on these copycat counterfeits. That's how powerful and important I am. That the deep state makes copycat counterfeits that have a job to be similar to me while serving the deep state. Bringing the guy is an intellectual scientist type and also masculine that get Mike Israel to be deep state puppet and he will shield for the sugar agenda. He will be working for us. So that's part of the system program. The deep state will get copycats, and I don't care. I'm a rare breed. I'm an alpha male, Christian warrior that is not afraid of any man, cannot be controlled with fear, threats, intimidation, anything. And that's what they don't like about me. So the truth is that I'm important and dangerous enough where the deep state has copycat counterfeits. Scott Snitzer was a counterfeit as well, copycat. What I mean by that? Well, his job is to be similar to me. You have an original, real deal, real dollar bill, available person here teaching the truth. You need somebody similar to him in the TR community. Scott Snitzer. But he's also like masculine and claims to have autism, as Mike actually does. Only he will be a shield, deep state shield working for the system. So I'm a Christian tolerant individual. And the Matrix movie applies to this. A lot of you are blind, people are Matrix system slaves. They're asleep in the Matrix, which is why this is news to you. I have to teach all these things because people are missing. They have major gaps in knowledge. And the average adult is immature, they're like a child. Everything needs to be sweet and tasty. They didn't go out of the baby phase, so everything has to be tasty. I don't want to eat vegetables, I want to eat tasty food, sugar, sweets and treats. So at all standing, everything needs to be flavored sweetened. Gotta byproduct, it has to be sweetened. Pineapple flavor. It's gotta have these flavorings. If I'm gonna eat something, gotta be tasty like a child. And there's other ways that the average person is immature. That's the point. Um, in this world system, the deep state will hide their agenda in plain view. What they are doing, they will tell on themselves. Which why people like me with eyes that can see, like me in the Matrix, this type of person I am, or the daily guy with the glasses, can see the truth in plain view in pop culture and tell others. And most people are so weak mentally, they see it and Matrix system slavery, that even if I tell them the truth, in this movie, here's the truth in plain view, they still can't see it. They still can't see it. They end up not waking up to it. So The deep state have a sugar agenda, as they call it in all kind of form movie, showing the hidden playview truth. So the basic fact that people like is in this world, pop culture contains hidden playview truths by the deep state agendas. Foreshadowing. I've shown foreshadow the pandemic in pop culture. Shown multiple instances of foreshadow. I'm using big word for you baby people in America that have a small vocabulary in American English and speak too fast for your slow brains to keep up. And you're on the sugar. You're not gonna get off it. Marxist pharmacy is good for me. He's smarter than me and better looking and more energetic and nothing. But he's dumb because Mike is ripped with a six pack, better shape than everybody, more athletic. But he's dumb because he thinks vitamins can help you. Says the guy who's in better shape than 9% of people and supplement them more energetic. And I'm an average guy who's averagely unhealthy and soft and sick and tired. And I think vitamins aren't important. And I eat sugar. But Mike's wrong when he says that his way is better and leads to better mental physical performance. People are so messed up. That's the point. I was so foreshadowing the pandemic of the pandemic in pop culture. Multiple instances of foreshadowing the pandemic, which when the deep state tells you ahead of time what they're going to do globally. So before they pull off this pandemic, they were hiding hints, plural, in pop culture about the pandemic before they pull it off when it happened. Resident Evil, showing lab leak of a virus. Lip Fiasco music video another instance I found. Foreshadowing the pandemic. A last episode, Desmond in the Hatch when that character is introduced. Foreshadowing the pandemic. So the deep state, if they're doing something currently, or made a destructive consequence, negative impact, or they're planning to do it in the future, they will let you know. They will hide in plain view. They will hint at what they're gonna do in the future or what they are doing right now if it's something major. Which is why I made videos decoding on kind of form movie. I decoded that movie. Hidden plain view truth. The deep state serial killer, psychopathic serial killer power leads are using sugar as a weapon to kill Americans, control Americans, and any country with high sugar is the regular diet, high sugar diet. They're using it to keep the masses weak mentally and physically. Sugar lowers your testosterone, lowers your IQ, makes you dumber and weaker, idler, age faster. Sugar is an antitype of vitamin C. Any fact about vitamin C retards disease progress, speeds up wound healing, slows down aging, enhances lifespan, strengthens your immune system. Every positive fact about vitamin C is muted in the negative by sugar. So the antitypes. You have sugar makes you uglier. Vitamin C makes you more beautiful. Sugar robs you energy. Vitamin C gives you energy. Both are crystal powders. Vitamin C speeds up wound healing. Sugar slows it down. Vitamin C strengthens your immune system. Sugar weakens it. See? So the deep state have kept the masses ignorant of the truth of vitamin C, how important it is. They didn't succeed in keeping me from finding it, but the masses have succeeded in keeping the masses ignorant regarding vitamin C, how much you need, how important it is, how much you need, type in a month, keep you ignorant of vitamin C truth, and keep on high sugar diet, keep you off the vitamin C on the sugar. Simple that. It's a big part of the agenda, how they've kept the masses so weak mentally and physically and easily controllable. Keep them on a high sugar diet, off the vitamin C. You don't pee massa vitamin C, gör just orange juice. Du get all vitamins nyss from very diet. Orange ska vara plant-based, ska electrolytes. Orange ska what humans need. You got vitamin C. Yeah, you're not enough. So, the deep state satanic power leads, one of the tactics they use is to counter me. Because history is always changed by powerful individuals like me. Maybe every generation of man like me comes along. Who's as powerful, personally powerful and powered. In the room, the person, what qualities and traits do they have? One person generation or so every 10 generations. Like the interdimensional they live guy, and deep state knows this. And they're gonna have to turn this target on you and do all these things to mess with you. And one of the tactics, if you need the matrix in real life, they will have clones. See? They will clone. They have Clone Wars. They will Star Wars Clone Wars. They will have somebody the copycat counterfeit tactic. Where they will have somebody that's got a job. Your job is to be SHILL in the same community Mike is in, talk about the same topics and being similar to him. Mike ISRAETEL. It's all these people. It's like we need a guy who's an intellectual, who's also masculine. Mike ISRAETEL. Only he works for us as a SHILL. He will share for the sugar agenda. Mike ISRAETEL shares for the deep state. Sugar bad for you. Bullshit. It's not that bad for you. Sugar is not bad for you. Chemical sweeteners. I've been worried about that. Chemical sweeteners not bad for you. It's like, no, it's not big deal. Creatine loading. Bullshit. Creatine loading is stuff I've been doing for more. Take a lot of creatine. I don't have to load, just take a little bit. Say, Mike ISRAETEL is a system share. So, beware of Mike ISRAETEL as a system share. Greg Bissett is a system share. You don't understand how much control the deep state has. They control influencers. Most health fitness influencers are deep state puppets. The deep state puppets. It's not just about what they tell us, but what they do. So, Mike ISRAETEL is a SHILL for the deep state sugar agenda. And it's like the main thing is he's a SHILL, which means he will be serving this satanic predatory deep state that want to keep you weak and hurt you and keep you deceived and control. Also, we are Raffi Gong. He's a puppet pastor, deep state puppet control pastor, narcissistic dirtbag. So I gotta finish up.